You wake up feeling pretty good. You make your healthy morning drink. Maybe it's a glass of orange juice or a green smoothie, or your coffee with a little honey and oat milk. You feel like you're starting the day right. And then, by 2 o'clock in the afternoon, the energy just drains away. Your eyes get heavy. Your focus blurs. You might even think, this is just what getting older feels like. But it's not. In this video, I'm going to show you exactly why that afternoon crash is happening and how one small change to your morning routine can give you steady, calm energy that lasts all day. This matters because that afternoon fatigue isn't just annoying. For those of us over 50, it chips away at our independence, our sharpness, and our joy. And you deserve better than that. Welcome, friend. I'm so glad you're here. If you've been following along with Graceful Vitality, you already know that small, science-backed habits can make a world of difference, especially after 50. And today, we're looking at one that surprises almost everyone. Here's what we're going to cover together today. First, why certain healthy drinks trigger a blood sugar spike that leads directly to that 2 p.m. crash. Second, how your metabolism after 50 responds differently to sugar than it did in your 30s. Third, the 3 sneaky drinks most people think are healthy, but aren't. And fourth, exactly what to drink instead for all-day energy and mental clarity. You don't need to overhaul your whole life. We're talking about one gentle, simple shift. So let's get into it. Why your body, after 50, reacts differently to sugar. Here's something most people don't realize until they understand their own body a little better. The way your body handles sugar and carbohydrates at 55 is genuinely different from how it handled them at 35. This isn't a flaw, it's just how our metabolism evolves. And once you understand it, everything clicks. When you eat or drink something high in sugar, even natural sugar, your blood glucose rises quickly. Your body responds by releasing insulin to bring it back down. In our younger years, this process was smooth. Blood sugar went up, came down gently, and energy stayed fairly stable. But after 50, especially for women navigating perimenopause or menopause, something shifts. Estrogen plays a big role in how cells respond to insulin. As estrogen declines, our cells can become a little less sensitive to insulin's signal. This is sometimes called insulin resistance, and it doesn't mean something is terribly wrong. It's incredibly common. What it means practically is this: your blood sugar can spike higher and drop lower than it used to, and that drop, that's your 2 p.m. crash. That's the foggy head, the heavy eyelids, the reaching for a cookie or another cup of coffee. The good news, and there is very good news here, is that once you know this, you can work with your body instead of against it. The key is keeping your blood sugar on a gentle, steady slope in the morning rather than a sharp peak and valley. And it all starts with what you drink in your first hour of waking. Your action step, write this down. Your morning goal is a flat blood sugar curve, not a spike. We'll build toward that together in the next few minutes. The 3 healthy drinks that are causing your crash. Now, let's talk about the culprits. And I want to say this gently because these drinks genuinely have a health halo. You've probably been told they're good for you, and in some contexts they are. But in the morning, on an empty stomach, they can quietly sabotage your entire afternoon. Drink number 1, orange juice. An 8-ounce glass of orange juice contains about 22 grams of sugar, roughly the same as a can of soda. And because the fiber has been removed from the fruit, that sugar hits your bloodstream very fast. If you love your morning OJ, here's a gentle swap. Eat a whole orange instead. You get all the vitamin C and potassium, plus the fiber that slows the sugar absorption. It's a small change with a big payoff. Drink number 2 might surprise you, the green smoothie. Don't get me wrong, green smoothies can be wonderful. but many popular recipes load in 2 or 3 servings of fruit juice as the base, honey or dates for sweetness, and perhaps a flavored protein powder. By the time you blend it all up, you could be drinking 40 or even 50 grams of sugar in one go. Here's how to make your smoothie work for you instead of against you. Use unsweetened almond milk or water as your base. Add a good handful of leafy greens. Keep the fruit to just half a cup, and make sure you include some protein. A tablespoon of almond butter, a scoop of plain protein powder, or some Greek yogurt. Protein is what keeps that blood sugar curve nice and flat. And drink number 3 is the one that surprises people the most, the honey latte. Honey feels natural and wholesome, and it is. Honey has trace antioxidants and minerals that refined sugar doesn't. But metabolically, honey is still sugar. A single tablespoon has about 17 grams. Add flavored oat milk, which is often sweetened, and your morning coffee has become a dessert drink, even if it doesn't taste that sweet. Here's the gentle fix. Keep your coffee absolutely, but use unsweetened almond milk, oat milk with no added sugar, or just a splash of heavy cream. If you want sweetness, a small amount of cinnamon can help, and cinnamon actually has some evidence behind it for supporting blood sugar balance. You can do this. Your action step. Check your morning drink today. Is it one of these 3? If so, try one small swap this week. Just one. That's all it takes to start. The blood sugar loop. Why one crash leads to another. Now, here's something I want to share with you because it changed how I think about afternoon energy, and I think it will do the same for you. The 2 p.m. crash doesn't just make you tired. It actually sets off a craving cycle that can affect the rest of your day. When your blood sugar drops after a morning spike, your body sends out a distress signal. It wants fuel, fast, and it doesn't want salad in that moment. It wants quick sugar, a biscuit, a handful of crackers, a sweet coffee drink. So you reach for that quick fix, blood sugar spikes again, then drops again by 4 or 5 p.m., and suddenly you're raiding the pantry before dinner and wondering why you have no willpower. Here's the truth. It is not a willpower problem. It is a blood sugar loop, and it often starts with that first drink of the morning. When you stabilize your morning blood sugar, something beautiful happens. The mid-afternoon desperation fades. Your hunger becomes more gentle and predictable. Your mood stays more even. Even your sleep can improve because you're not going to bed with a body that's been on a sugar roller coaster all day. I like to call this switching your body from spike mode into what I call steady power mode, and it starts at breakfast. Your action step, notice today. After your morning drink, do you feel a surge of energy that fades by early afternoon? That's your data. Your body is telling you something important. So what should you drink in the morning? Let me give you a simple, practical framework. I call it the Graceful Vitality Morning Formula, and it has 3 parts. Before anything else, drink water. You've just gone 7 or 8 hours without hydration, and your body, including your brain, runs on water. Dehydration is one of the most common and overlooked causes of fatigue after 50. Aim for a full glass, about 12 ounces, within the first 20 minutes of waking. If you like, add a small pinch of sea salt or a squeeze of lemon. The salt adds electrolytes that help your cells actually absorb the water. This alone can noticeably lift your morning clarity. If you love coffee or tea, keep it. These are genuinely good for you in moderate amounts. Both contain antioxidants, and coffee has been linked in research to improved cognitive function over time. The key is what you add to it. Skip the flavored creamers. Most are loaded with corn syrup and hydrogenated oils. Skip the honey and the sweetened plant milks. Instead, try unsweetened almond or coconut milk, a dash of cinnamon, or if you need a little creaminess, a small splash of heavy cream, which has almost no carbohydrates and won't spike your blood sugar at all. Some people also love adding a small scoop of collagen powder to their morning coffee. It dissolves invisibly, adds a bit of protein, and supports joint health, which is a beautiful bonus for us. Here's the piece that ties it all together. Whatever you drink in the morning, aim to have some protein alongside it within the first hour. Even a small amount, 2 eggs, a few tablespoons of cottage cheese, a handful of nuts. Protein slows the absorption of anything else you eat or drink. It anchors your blood sugar. It keeps you in steady power mode. And after 50, it's essential for maintaining the muscle mass that keeps us strong, mobile, and independent. Your action step. Tomorrow morning, try this. A glass of water first, then your coffee or tea without sugar, and a small protein alongside it. Give it 3 days. Notice how different 2 p.m. feels. The deeper why: energy, independence, and aging. Well, I want to take a moment here because I think it's important. We don't talk about energy enough, not just as a nice to have, but as something deeply connected to how we live our lives. When that 2 p.m. crash hits every day, it's not just inconvenient, it quietly erodes things. The walk you meant to take, you skip it because you're too tired. The book you wanted to read, the friend you meant to call, the creative project you've been putting off. Chronic low-grade fatigue after 50 can also accelerate the very things we fear most: cognitive decline, weight gain around the middle, poor sleep, and a loss of the vibrant, engaged life we deserve. But here's what I want you to really hear today. This is something you can change. Not with a grueling new regimen, not with a fridge full of expensive supplements, with one swap, with one morning. Small changes like this add up beautifully over weeks and months. Your body is remarkably responsive at any age. It wants to feel well. It's waiting for the right signals. You are not too old. You are not past the point of change. You are exactly where you need to be, learning exactly what you need to know. Your action step. Share this video with one person in your life who complains about afternoon energy slumps. You might just change their day and their year. All right, let's bring it all together. Here are your 3 big takeaways from today. Takeaway number 1. After 50, your blood sugar responds differently to sugar. Even healthy drinks with natural sugars can cause a spike and crash cycle that drains your afternoon energy. Takeaway number 2. The 3 biggest offenders are orange juice, high-fruit smoothies, and sweetened coffee drinks, all things we've been told are good for us. Now you know what to watch for. Takeaway number 3. The Graceful Vitality Morning Formula is simple. Water first, then unsweetened coffee or tea alongside a small amount of protein. That's it. That's your steady power mode. Now, here's something I'd love from you. Down in the comments, tell me, how old are you and what's your current morning drink? I read every single comment, and I'd love to know where you're starting from. There's no wrong answer. This is a judgment-free zone. If this video helped you see your morning routine in a new way, please give it a like. It genuinely helps this channel reach more women who need this information. And if you're not subscribed yet, hit that button and the little bell so you don't miss what's coming next. Speaking of what's coming next, in our next video, we're going to tackle something I get asked about constantly: the connection between magnesium and sleep quality after 50. Did you know that most women over 50 are deficient in magnesium, and that not all magnesium supplements are created equal? Some forms actually do very little, while others are remarkably effective for sleep and stress. We'll get into all of it. I'll see you there. Take good care of yourself because you absolutely deserve to.